Coach, in the second half, after LA started to build the lead, you guys had cut it back down into single digits, and then it just seemed like you didn't have anything left after that point. What happened after you got close, and then you just couldn't quite stay there?
Yeah, I mean, credit to the Lakers, credit to Frank and his staff. Those guys are locked in, and there's a reason their record is what it is. I mean, there's times when they just overwhelm you. And I think it was talking to our group afterwards. We got to fail quickly. We got a game tomorrow, but I think it was a good measuring stick for us to see what the elite teams in this league, how the physicality is, playing a complete game, and minimizing your mistakes. Because if you have a minute and a half lapse in game plan, discipline, you see what can happen. They just overwhelm you.
There are so many weapons that you have to pay attention to, and tonight AD was so good. What was it about his game that was just so hard to defend?
Everything. I mean, he can score inside, he can score outside. You saw it, everything.
Makes when they get in a pick and roll with him and LeBron, does it kind of just pick your poison at that point, or how do you defend?
I mean, we tried in terms of sticking with our coverage. Throughout most of the game, then we mixed it up on him a little bit. And when I say him, I mean LeBron. But then, if you're mixing it up and trying to take him away, take his playmaking ability away, you're kind of giving up Anthony Davis at times too. So it's one of those things that, like you said, you kind of pick your poison.
It's the longest losing streak you guys have had this year, 4 games. If you could take a temperature of the mood of the team, how are they handling it, especially with the game coming up tomorrow?
Hey, I'm not happy with a losing streak, but I can live with some of the process-driven shots that we took, some things that we've done. There's a number of things in the box score I liked. Our mood, I mean, I've said it a number of times. I've said it after wins, and I'll say it after losses. This locker room is a special locker room, and these guys, their mood, hey, people are dejected because you don't like to lose, but, we're going to pick ourselves back up, and we're going to compete tomorrow.
Fourth quarter, defensively, if you without looking at the film, where were the breakdowns, especially in the fourth?
I mean, I think we got caught in some catch-and-shoot situations, we said it, they have a lot of weapons. So in the catch and shoot, if you're locking and trailing and you're trying to take away the three, you may give up a Davis slip to the rim. And then you're also, all the attention is on Davis or Green coming off a pin down, that you have, LeBron rejecting the screen and driving to his right hand. So, I mean, there were a number of things that they did well, and credit to them.
37 fast break points or something around there tonight.
32, don't give them 5.
How hard was it to get them in transition, especially in the first quarter?
We did a poor job early on, and that was, I think there was one point where they made 4 passes and had 11 points in the game. And when I say 4 passes, I mean they just outletted the ball, threw it down, and that's something we got to clean up and we got to be better at.
What you called it a measuring stick game. Are they the best team you've seen this year, or where would you stack them up?
Yeah, I think there's a number of good teams in this league, and obviously you put them right there, but there's a number of very good basketball teams in this league right now, playing at a high level.
Andrew had two quick assists, I think, at the beginning of the game, but then he only had 1 the rest of the game. It does seem like he's playmaking and passing the ball more. What have you liked about what he's done so far this year in that aspect, and how do you build on that going forward?
Yeah, I've liked a lot of things he does. And we put the ball in his hands. He's starting at the point guard position at the moment. So he's done a good job trying to find his teammates. We're better when he's able to get downhill, make passes. We're able to get in the paint and play along the perimeter then. And we were able to do that early on. I thought that was a big positive for us, minus that second, that end of second quarter run where our guys were effective. But you got to do that for a full game.